The President arrives by car, gets taken.
Excellency, the President proceeds to the dais and the fly past by the hunter.
The President, honorable ministers, members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The Salisbury Agricultural Show has for many years provided something of interest for all sections of our community. But this year it has a special and vital role to play, that is, to show the rest of the world, who are now free to visit us and trade with us, the level of expertise and quality that our agriculturists and their suppliers can attain. An event such as that initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, now that we are a member of the United Nations, it cannot be overemphasized. It cannot be overemphasized that the image of both our political and economic performance must henceforth effectively reflect itself in the international community. I have just arrived, as you know, from a most successful visit to New York, Washington, and London. In the United States, my double responsibility was firstly to represent our country and people on the occasion of our historic admission into the United Nations. And secondly, to present our case to the American public and their president. The love and enthusiasm with which we were welcomed and embraced by all the nations that make up the United Nations cannot adequately be described in mere words. Similarly, the warm welcome and abundant hospitality accorded us by the American public, congressmen, by President Carter himself and his administration can only be described as an overwhelming demonstration of their sincere friendship and commitment to us. The world now expects great things of us. If indeed we are able to maintain the viable economic infrastructure we have built and proceed in our attempts to transform our economic system in an atmosphere of peace and harmony, the aid we require for our pump-priming developmental process will certainly come our way. Friends we now certainly have throughout the world, and many will be visiting us soon in their thousands. There are already here, considering the trials and tribulations that all the peoples of this country have been through over the past 15 years, and that this is the first Salisbury show in independent Zimbabwe. I believe that over years, commercial agriculture has expanded, and although tobacco is still a prime foreign currency earner, furthermore, the vast productivity difference that exists in the rural sector is detrimental to the economy as a whole. The alarmingly large net transfers of food to the peasant sector in recent months adequately illustrates this point. If national self-sufficiency in food requirements is to be achieved and maintained, it is essential that the peasant sector substantially increases present levels of production. Equity in the provision of infrastructure, coupled with increased training facilities, is vital to this process. Indeed, it is the integrated development of Zimbabwe's two most precious resources, her land and her people, which holds the key to future prosperity. The task is not going to be an easy one, but it is absolutely vital in order to safeguard our future. The recent droughts have not only am I optimistic of the future of agriculture in Zimbabwe, but so are many other governments of the African subcontinent. At the recent Southern African Development Coordination Conference held in Lusaka, Zimbabwe was tasked with the preparation and coordination of regional food security plan embracing 9 countries. This further emphasizes the importance of a broadly based agricultural industry in Zimbabwe. Our contribution to regional, there is space for all in this country, and now that the troubles of war are behind us, let us use all our space. The challenges are great, but so I sincerely believe are the abilities of our people. And given the will, determination and cooperation of all sectors of the community, we will meet these challenges and show the world the strength of our newfound freedom and unity. In conclusion, Mr. President, I would like
New Jersey. Now, in the grand parade, we have the Afrikaner leading the way, being of the highest quality. Then the late Kurt Willemse and Mr. Tom Dreher all figured in the championships, with the main honors going to a tremendous bull bred by the late Kurt Willemse. Ladies and gentlemen, was the interbreed champion. Followed by the Mr. and Mrs. Keith Kirkman of the Kirkstown stud, founded more recently, but now making a tremendous impact on the breed in Zimbabwe.